Hi friends, welcome to Aishu's DIY. Today we will learn how to make this fun, cute earrings. I would say this is an awesome earrings I came up with. It's very cute, and I really love this earrings. So I was thinking about making a matching earring for this bracelet. That's what I started with, but then I went somewhere. So it always happens, right? So this is what I wanted to create. So I was thinking I would pull out this 8 or seed beads, this 6 or seed bead, so that I can make a matching for this. But I eventually came up with this earrings, which is even much more prettier, and it's peelable, and it's like I mean there is no blue in it, so it's very common and you can use for different color combination as well. And sky's the limit for this earrings. Trust me, there is a whole lot of variations that you can bring in these earrings and make it completely different, yet the technique will remain the same. So the cord I used, as I always tell in my projects, I always save my scrap cords like this. So this was lying around. I have a bunch of scrap cords, as you can see, a whole lot. So I try to use those when I'm trying a new technique, or when I am, making earrings wherein I need shorter length of the cord that I'm working with. So like that only I had these leftovers, and this is a little bit waxed, and it is 0.45 millimeter thickness. Let me know in the comments below if you want a link for this thing, this cord exactly. And this is like a polyester cord. I think it's a leather sewing cord, I am not so sure, but it's 4.45 millimeter thickness, that much is for sure. You can use Ceylon. The regular Ceylon will work fine for this project. It will really, you can do multiple colors. I did like fall color theme here. I didn't use green, but I just used the browns and the golds, and we are getting into fall, hopefully. But it is going to be more than hundreds this weekend in my place. So let's it's okay, we are deviating from the project. So I have the scrap. I use the scrap, but I measured the scrap which I had. I used two cords, two length of cords. One was 10 inch and the other one was 16 inch. That made this beautiful earrings. So that much is more than enough. But I have this scrap cords just a little tad bit more longer than the one that I used for that earring. But I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna cut a new one, so I'm gonna use that one. The only thing that I want you guys to do is um, take some drop beads, the ones that I used around this carnelian gemstone bead. The carnelian gemstones are 6 millimeter in size, and the drop beads, these are drop beads. I don't know which brand it is, and this is how it came. It has a gold lining in it, and I will show you guys up close. I hope you guys can see these drops. Like seed beads, we will get these drops. i have I have them in other colors, but I couldn't find them. This was lying around, so I just wanted to use that. This color went well with the carnelian, so I'm happy with it. Okay, so that's what I used, and I used a mix of seed beads in the bottom, as you guys can see, like a fun mix. So I wanted to mimic these two colors, so I just picked up some which matched those, and then I used these are 6 of seed beads. You can use 8 of seed beads. If 11 of seed beads goes into it, very well use it. I don't think so 8 of seed bead will work fine. 11 of seed bead, yes, if you can get it inside, then it's totally up to you. So I'm using a ear wire. I'm using lever backs, and you can use French ear wire if you want to, but lever backs is safer because French ear wire has a little bit of an opening, which I'm not comfortable with using this thinner cord. If you're using thicker cord, you can as well use that. So that's that. So the drop beads, the carnelian beads, and this one of course the cord, and the 6 or seed beads and ear wires. And I'm going to use my naughty do it all. You don't have to use the naughty do it all, trust me, you don't have to, but if you have one, then why not, right? So here we go. And also we need glue. That's very important. So I'm just going to keep this right here so that there is not a lot of distraction with all of these things for you guys. So this is our earring. I really love this earring. I am looking forward to make a lot more different colors in this in the future. And here there's a little bit of discrepancies in the height, which I intentionally did, so I don't want that to be, on a similar height. So it was a little bit off here and there. So what I want to do first is take my short cord, whichever I have short available in my stash, take it and put it through this lever back hole right here. Take these two ends, okay, and then take these two ends, and I'm going to set this inside this peg, just like so. Okay, it's okay as long as it holds it. And I'm setting these two things, and take the end of these two cords and take your cornelian bead, and I want this to go through both the cords. It very well goes through. If you're using seal-on, regular seal-on, or even micro seal-on, or any seal-on you have available, I would suggest using GS Hypo Cement or super dry super new glue or whatever glue you have, and then drench these ends together and let it dry so it forms like a stick for you. It forms like a needle for you to thread in your beads. But mine is okay. I'm able to thread in all my beads right here, as you guys can see. Only 3 beads, and drop it down. Okay, I hope you guys can see. Let me just move this a bit more there. That's the earring we are making. Just push that down, and then once again I'm just going to set that up. Okay, take the other piece of cord. This is probably 16 inches plenty. 16 inches the exact one that I use for this earring. So I'm just going to push all these beads down to my peg, and then here we have this. So take it underneath, okay, and then start doing your P's and Q's. Now I always start with the Q. So there we go. Take these two cords and hold it in your fingers and then move them down, okay, just like so. Doesn't have to be exact, but that's my Q. I did my Q as well. I'm sorry, I didn't record that. I did my Q as well. So 1 square knot is what I did right now. So I'm going to start the next square knot. If you are not aware of the square knots, macrame square knots, there is basic knot tutorial on my website, on my channel. So go ahead and watch those. That will help you guys get started. It's a fun technique to know, and it's really awesome. So here, this earrings, so I did 6 square knots, that is 2 square knots. Now I'm doing, 3 square knots is what I did in the sample. So that's 3. Once you did the 3, just push. It doesn't matter, you can do more or less depending upon how you want your earrings, how long you want your earrings to be, and it's totally up to you. You can change, mix and match, and so forth and so on. So now on my right side I thread in 4 of my drop beads. 2, 3, and 4. So keep it right there. Then again I'm gonna thread in 4 other beads right here. Oops, I changed my phone holder. It has a really big U in it and it comes very down, so whenever I pick up my right hand it bumps the camera. Sorry about that. 3, that's 4. Okay, and also 4 on this side, 4 on this side. Again I'm gonna start doing my square knot. Push all the beads down so that they form a nice pretty flower. I call this autumn flower earrings. Okay, that's one square knot with the bead, 1 Q, and then again a P. I'm doing 2 square knots in between everything, so that's 1, and I will do 1 more. Keep this on top, and there we go. And then push the next bead, the next 6mm bead. You can use any 6mm you want, and I will pop in more drops for myself, and then start loading 4 drops on each cord. So instead of drops, you can use 6 of seed beads or 8 of seed beads or even 11 of seed beads if your thread permits, or you can use 2mm crystal, 3mm crystal, roundels, and so forth and so on. Anything you can use, doesn't have to be the drops. I had the drops lying around, plus I really like it's like a bubble. That's what I feel. Dewdrops, kind of flower drops earrings, or dewdrops earrings, we can call any such name for these earrings. And then instead of the 6mm, you can use the 8mm bead as well, or you can go down by 4mm. At that point of time you will have to. Hi friends, for some reason when I was filming, my camera switched off, and I was thinking that I'm recording, but it didn't record anything. So I finished both the earrings. It was not a big deal, so I made one more with a slight difference. As I told you guys, we can make a lot of differences in this type of earrings. So here I just did the drops only on the top and the bottom, and I also used 8mm glass bead. These glass beads were from Sam's bead box, one of the mixes I had it. So it's like a rainbow. It's transparent at the same time. It has an AB finish. I don't think so the camera is picking it up, but it does have it. So I picked up the pinks, the blues, and the purples from that, and then I'm doing this. So I didn't have any other color cord. As I said, this was not a seal-on, and I used a different cord, and I said we can use seal-on regular. This is a seal-on regular I used for this earring. And also I did a little bit different with the dangles. Here I went all Gango style, like with four different, like a tassel kind of thing. Here I did it completely differently. So as you guys can see, this is 2 different looks, but it is the same. So what I'm going to show you guys is this. So here what I did was I did a bring back. I didn't do let me tell you guys clearly what you need here. I have a teardrop. This is also from Sam's bead box. This was from the mix, and also that's about it. No more 6 or seed beads needed for this. And then as you can see, I still have this 2 cords that I need to actually use a thread zap and zap it away, and that's there. So I just did a different thing. So the second bead, this is 8mm, as I said, and the carnelian was 6mm, and the second one I just did it without any beads outside. So that's nothing, just pop the bead up and then do your square knots. That is like that and like this, and one more square knots. That is our Q and P. Right, and then push the next one, and then again you have to add your drops. I hope I am in view. Just be like this. So as I said, it's very easy to do tassels in this kind of pattern earrings, and all you need to do is thread the beads in the cord, and then just knot it. I did a double knot, that is nothing but a knot, and on top of that I did one more knot. That's what I did. So you can do it the similar way. So thread in that, and in this side I have to thread in 5 as well. So since it's 8 millimeter, I'm using 5 drops. For the 6 millimeter, I used only 4 drops. So that changes depending upon the size of your bead. It should cover pretty much the bead. That's what we are aiming for. So threading in, that's 4 and 5. So now you drop all the beads down, take your cord and do your knot. So whenever you are doing knots with the beads tend to come in between the knot and tangle. So always push the beads to the start and then just pull it tight. And also when doing the second knot, you just maintain this tension, otherwise this will go loose. So you just maintain the tension and then go ahead and do the second knot. And it might come loose. In just such case, just tighten that up, see here, and then tighten this down. So hold on to that. Then after that I did couple more. So not just 3 square knots, I did more. 4, that's 1, this is 2, that's 3, 4, and 5. So after that what I did was, in this case where you have a tassel, all you need to do is grab all these 4 cords and tie an overhand knot. Okay, just like so, and make sure to bring the knot as close to the macrame square knots as possible. You don't have to hide the square knot, but right just after that would be good. See, there is a gap. We don't want the gap, so adjust your knot in such a way it comes right after the macrame square knot. Take your time, don't rush this. If you do, then it will become a problem. So just move the knot right next to that and then tighten it up. There is our knot. So when this, you just split, take all the 4 cords, leave a little bit of a distance, put the beads on and tie a knot. I did double knot, that's just 1 knot, right? So in that case I will just string in beads and then for example I will string in this bead, and you can do a couple more beads. I did 3 beads in one strand in that sample, and in this I'm just stringing 1 bead, and then go on top, tie this knot. Because it was a 6 seed bead, I did a double knot. That is 1 knot on top of the other. I did 1 knot, and then I will do another knot, and then make sure it lands on top of the previous knot, just like so. So that's what I did there. See this, take this, put it in, and then tie that. That's a double knot, right? But I'm not going to tighten that up because I'm not doing this in this sample. I did it with the autumn colors. Okay, there we go. Got it. So in this, what we are going to do is, I have here a 7mm jump ring. Okay, so take that jump ring, open it up. Here is my teardrop. The teardrop is top drill. That means the hole is not through and through. If it is, then you can add it as if you're a bead and tie a knot and call it a day. Because it's top drilled and the hole is sideways, I'm just putting a jump ring through it, and then make sure the jump ring is closed. Go back and forth. You hear the click, then that's done. Take these 2 cords. Naturally you will see there is 2 cords in the middle and the 2 cords goes on the side. Doesn't matter what it is, just add the jump ring into the 2 cords. Okay, and then we are going to bring this to the back. Turn this back. See how I turned it. Turn it back, and then go ahead and set it like this, and then we are going to back macrame up to this section. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, I'm just going to go ahead and insert myself this, take this one. Since we are doing this, I'm just going to secure this. This with the jump ring. Okay, now I'm going to secure that cord right there for the time being. So I'm going to shift my knotty doodle, turn it around, because I'm going to macrame this side. Take these 2 cords, okay, and do a macrame as if everything is together. Okay, I want this to be underneath this. Maybe I shift this a little bit and adjust that, but still, because of the ear wire, it's hard to get this, but we can do it. So here I'm going to macrame with these 2 cords and the base knot and everything, and that's how I'm going to macrame. So here we go. Let me see. First 2 knots is a little bit difficult, and then it'll be fine. There we go. And pull this tight. If you have something to clip onto, do that, because otherwise this might get loose. Right there. There we go. Something like that. So a makeshift one, I know, but just for us to make a couple of knots. Once it becomes tight, then we don't have to worry about it. Also, I have used a little bit more cord from the previous sample. In this I have used, since I used an 8mm bead, and also I'm going to macrame more here. So for the base cord I used 12 inches, and for the knotting cord I used 18 inches. In the other sample I used 10 and 16. Here I did a little bit more. More is always better than less. We can cut it and use the, and also at this point of time I would put some glue here on top of my knot, GS hypo cement, and also on the base everywhere over here. Just drench it with some GS hypo cement and continue doing your knots until you ran out of the cord, or until you reach the bead, whichever comes sooner. So here we go. I should have gotten a little bit more, but I think I can manage to do it. And after that we can snip it off, let the glue dry for 24 hours, and we can snip off the excess thread if you have some, and that's about it. There we go. Just one more. If the cord is small, use your pliers. If I can manage to get one more, that would be really nice. This has to go down. There it is. Now it's ready to be taken off. All the makeshift business is gone now. So here is what it is, right? So here is how it will be. Now what we can do here is put some more glue. I would let it dry. I would cut this long strand off just close to my work, not very close, just over here for the time being. So I will put some more glue. Sorry, that was my daughter. Over here and on the back as well. And let this dry completely for 24 hours and clip off the excess cord. I'm sorry, I just put some glue and let this dry completely for 24 hours, and then we will clip off everything. I guess I wasn't speaking in the mic, and so that's about it. We have our cute earrings. It's really pretty and easy. It's not that much of a work. At the same time, you get a very pretty earrings. I hope you will definitely give it a try. Let me know. Leave me some comments. I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day and bye.